In 1807, a book was published called The Moorland Bard, or Poetical Recollections of a Weaver in the Moorlands of Staffordshire. The author was Thomas Bakewell. Bakewell was born in 1761 at Kingstone, a village near Uttoxeter. As a child, Thomas spent a lot of time with his uncle John Chadwick, who ran a private mental asylum. Once an adult, he worked in the textile industry for the Phillips family of Team. It is perhaps in connection with this work that he came to Cheadle and met his second wife, Anne Keyes, who he married in 1799 at the parish church. The book The Moorland Bard contained a series of poems, some of which were later recorded in Robert Plant's History of Cheadle, published in 1881. The verses give us a glimpse of what Cheadle was like at the very start of the 1800s. The town once had a social club called the St. Thomas's Club. Members of this club were all called Thomas, and Bakewell was apparently a member. One of Bakewell's poems recounts their disappointment when a meal didn't quite go to plan. The Oyster Eaters Disappointed. One evening or late when the Thomas Club were met to devour of oysters a tub, and all things prepared, knives, towel, and ale, nicely warmed and well gingered our taste to regale, bread, butter, and vinegar, pepper, and now, all completely made ready by the good Mrs. Howe. Friend Walters, whose strength you may tell by a look, impatient for action, a hammer uptook, had struck some hard blows with a direful intent, then broke up the cover and in his hand went. A pause now ensued, while he looked very odd, then exclaimed, "Now but shells of potatoes, by God!" The reader has seen that keen look of surprise, while stifled vexation shot fire from all eyes, but description would fail, so I leave thee to fill by fancy the scene while I laugh till I'm ill. In another of Bakewell's poems, he describes the Monkhouse Hill. This is a short extract. While wandering over the Monkhouse Hill, what various views the eye may fill, of valley, hill, and woodland shade, with marks of commerce and of trade. The farmer's industry is seen, in fallows brown and meadows green, and fields of corn are scattered round, while dreary heaths of prospects bound. Yet e'en those hills, so bleak and steep, give food to numerous flocks of sheep, and fruits of most delicious taste are the productions of the waste. Records aren't clear how long Thomas lived in Cheadle, but his wife Anne had died by 1805, and in November 1808 he opened his own private mental asylum, which was called Springvale and was located between Stone and Trentham. The Moorland Bard was Thomas's only published poetry. Thomas died in 1835 and is buried at Stone.